Hello, my name is Diana Calderon. I'm going to talk about Frey syndrome. Abstract. Frey syndrome, auriculotemporal syndrome, is a rare disorder which is even less common in children, resulting in the pain often on the sinus or many sinus as a food allergy. We will want to introduce the case of a 6-month-old breastfed baby with no relevant medical history.
Frey syndrome is something that happens after a patient has parotid gland surgery. A lot of my patients ask me to explain to them what is Frey syndrome. So we created this animation to try to take a relatively complex topic and simplify it and explain it.
Anytime you remove a part or all of the parotid gland, it's called a parotidectomy. Now, why do we do these parotidectomies? The most common reason is a person has a tumor. This is shown here by this yellow sort of glowing mass. Another very common reason that parotidectomies are performed are for parotid inflammation, usually chronic in nature. The parotid gland, the purpose of this gland is to produce saliva, and it's under the control of the brain via very special nerve fibers that are attached to the parotid gland. Here you can see the small blue vesicles moving that represent the saliva flowing from the gland through the duct into the mouth. So as the brain sends a signal down these special nerve fibers, it stimulates that gland to produce saliva. When a parotidectomy is performed, the gland is removed, but those nerve fibers remain under the skin, even though there's no gland there. Now, these nerve fibers that were originally attached to the salivary gland now look for a new home, and they look for the sweat glands of the skin. So when now the new patient is saying, I'm thinking about eating, and the idea of a burger or ice cream comes up, the brain says, great, make some saliva. It sends the signal down those nerve fibers, but now it stimulates the sweat glands instead of the salivary gland, because these nerves have reattached themselves to a new type of gland, your sweat gland. The patient will feel warmth and maybe moisture as they're thinking or actually eating food. And this is actually what we call Frey syndrome. Now, the degree to which a person feels this will vary from person to person. But that process of sweating on your face or having redness or warmth while thinking of food, that is called Frey syndrome. The good thing is that with proper reconstruction, Frey syndrome can absolutely be prevented at the time of surgery.
So the take-home message is this. If you have a parotidectomy, you will absolutely have some form of Frey syndrome. However, with reconstruction, Frey syndrome can be completely avoided. And even if you've had surgery done at another institution and you are suffering from Frey syndrome, it can still be secondarily corrected. So just reach out to us if you have any questions whatsoever about an explanation or how we can actually help you with Frey syndrome, and we'll be happy to go over that with you.